Morning, my friends. We're getting the upstairs house shot, so I apologize through the window. But doing the roof. Like I talked about before, it's this awesome new product, this Zip plywood, that red plywood, and they use bituthane, or it's an ice and water shield membrane over the joints, and you see him putting it up the sides of the house there. That whole shed roof got the ice and water shield membrane covering it because of it's such a flat pitch. Pretty cool to see this in process. I mean, the old days it was just felt paper and shingles, or nothing in shingles, and I think this is a pretty cool way to do it. The general contractor, the guy I hired, is actually here, and was giving him a hard time about putting the Typar up the side of the little walls there. Before, while he was up there, they're kind of having a little argument about it. Obviously the builder looking to cut corners there just a little bit, not put the house wrap there. I'm glad he's here. Glad he's sticking it to him and taking him to task. So this will be the beginning of part 5. I will go outside later and show you the progress. Sorry about my sniffling. It's winter time. It's really dry and in the house. Nice day today though. It's supposed to get up into the 40s. You see, he puts the tape and the bituthane ice and water shield as he goes. I would almost, if it was me, and I'm not a roofer, again, I vertigo, I don't like heights, but I would do all the taping first and then just bam 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 with the shingles. But again, I'm not the builder. His way works perfectly well for him. So cool. Beginning of part 5. Awesome. Hello my friends, and welcome to another piece of part 5 to the new garage project. You'll see, what's up George? He's on the trail of something. And you'll see that we finally have the roof finished. The guys came up early this morning. It's about 1 o'clock. And it looks like they just finished up the roof and they knocked off for the day. So yeah, they're definitely getting paid by the job, not by the hour for this. Pretty apparent by their work ethic. Ha! Stand by. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This job site. These guys, they're doing a good job. I've been staying on them. Sorry for the wind. I'm trying to duck in here, but I don't want to say slobs, but sure, if the word fits. This job site is pretty messy, so I'm gonna pick up these shingle wrappers and go inside and have a look at a few things. So this is actually the roof vent material. This goes up on the ridge. It's breathable. It's a breathable type of structure that goes over there, up over the peak. Like I said, they cover it with shingles, and yeah, look, more mess and destruction in here. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, whether you have a general contractor, you're acting as your own general contractor, a project that you're not building yourself, you want to stay on top of it. You want to visit the job site and you want to check for things, and you want to start, preparing what they call a punch list. And that is stuff that needs to be fixed before, you make your final payment, before they leave the job. And let me just show you a few things that I noticed. This window is open, the other two are still shrink wrapped, none of the windows are installed, and they punched a hole in one of the screens. Not the end of the world, but from what I'm paying for this garage, and please don't ask me, what it cost. I mean, I'll give you a ballpark figure, but I think that it's kind of crass. It's rude to, to ask and to talk about money, things like that, George. But so yeah, I punched a hole in one of the screens, so, I'm going to get a new screen. Let me see a couple other things I noticed. Come over here, they built this little partition wall for the stairs, and this huge 2x4 is it's not nailed in place. No big deal. They can nail that in place. But when I was looking at that one that was loose, I noticed up here at the top,
I don't know how well you can see that, but this 2x4 is completely smashed. Now, anybody that knows anything about dimensional framing lumber knows that a 2x4 does not measure 2 inches by 4 inches. Its finished dimensions are 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So this is maybe 3/4 of an inch hanging on this wall, and this is an important part. This is the, this is the edge where, if I put in a doorway here at the bottom of the stairs or so on, this is going to be an integral part of the structure. So yeah, no bueno on that. I'm going to have them replace that 2x4. There's nails all over this job site. I mean, we're going to have to go over this with a magnet. There's nails outside, there's nails inside. It's just nasty. One of the steps is broken. Now they can, this is broken all the way through. I'd say you could flip it over, but you really can't. That needs to be replaced. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just a garage, but I'm not gonna, again, I'm not paying the amount of money that I'm paying for this garage to have, broken step. Let's continue on up the stairs here. What else did I find? So when they put the floor on, they covered up the stair hole here, and then when they went to to put the stairs in, they just cut it up with a Sawzall. They cut the opening with a Sawzall, and if you see here, I mean, this is a hack job. I mean, this was that LVL, and I mean, they gouged into it here, over here. It's just not a good, clean job here. So I'm gonna have them, trim out, put some pines, put something just around this edge, and there's nails. People, you're gonna be walking up the stairs. I'm gonna have storage up here. This needs to be covered up. This is just, it's no good. I mean, these are small things, but again, you want to be prepared to go over your project and find these things. The only other thing I found was over here, this 2x4 for this little wall. This one's not even nailed in. No nails on top, no nails on the bottom. Again, not a big deal, but stay on top of these guys. So I'll have them nail that. The other thing I noticed was this little railing here it's pretty flimsy. I could easily push this over. I think I'd like to have them sheathe this wall with plywood. They have installed this carrying beam since we were last up here, I believe. This spans from the structural ridge on the top. It spans to that giant beam on the bottom. It had to be here by code. My general contractor actually told me, he's like, after we're gone, you could take this beam out, but I mean, if the building inspector, the code inspector is saying that you need this, then I'm just gonna leave it in here. We can box it in and finish it out one day. So yeah, it's a beautiful day today. It's too bad that they're done for the day. You can tell their extension cords are put away. They don't have any tools here. They're not coming back. They just wanted to finish that roof for today. But it's nice because, so we've finally achieved what we call dried in, or where you have the roof on. It'd be nice to have the windows in, but what'll happen is the interior here will finally dry out. It's finally going to be weather tight in here, and it can be cleaned up. It's no longer going to be raining inside, and we're not going to have ice in here and so on. I mean, I chiseled out a bunch of ice over the weekend, so cool. Look out the back window. Say hi to George, the shop dog. Say hi, George. Say hi. Say hi, pup. He's really enjoying himself running around here like a madman. Look at him go. All right, my friends, another edition of part 5. Thanks for watching. Out. So, we've got windows and doors installed. Everything except for that window. The builder's gone with a one-piece window there. He has to custom order that. You can see here, I'll walk around in front. Apologize for the Explorer running. Getting ready to go to work. There she is, all dirty, decked out in salt. Yeah, they gotta plug that hole. They used to slip in that huge beam. And there's the piece right there. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it. It's gotta get up in there. Anyway, got the transom windows installed. And lo and behold, I know I've mentioned this many times, starting to get the PVC trim installed too there, you can see. But there it is, the missing window. They finally did it. There are 3 windows in the downstairs of this garage. Amazing. I told you before, the roof is on. Been upstairs. So yeah, cool. It's moving right along. We're gonna have garage doors and siding. That's all that's gonna be left. Cool. You get the black gloves.